Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn, y'all. We got AKON on the phone. AKON!
Is this really AKON? Because he been trying for days. I need to make sure this is really AKON.
Yeah, he got me.
No, it's all good. How am I talking to you and you in the car right now and everybody's supposed to be hunkered down in the quarantine, man? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm actually in my car.
Right.
It actually blessed me in multiple different ways because it allowed me to be able to spend a lot more time with my family. More than anything, get some time off. It's like you got to be forced to do these things nowadays because of the hustle and bustle of the way the world is set up today. But all my calls been in my car. I've been doing video calls, Zoom calls, conference calls, all this in my car while I'm driving around getting to know the city, parts of the city that I never even knew existed. And then when I'm done with it, I just, pull up back at the crib, hang out with the kids and just enjoy life, man. But it's been really good for me.
Hey, AKON, with everything that has happened with you, what will you change in your life going forward?
I've always been like a wide open person. Like I've been really open-minded, but more towards business than anything else. Even when I came into the entertainment business, I came in more from a hustler, entrepreneur, and figured out, how can music help me make money? So music was always a vehicle to get to the real money, like to create real opportunities. And then as I got, financially more comfortable, it became more about the impact because then money wasn't the issue anymore. It's like, okay, now that I've been blessed with so much fortune, how do I figure out a way to where my name is just not known for singing and dancing when it's all over? So impact became the main thing because as I start traveling back in Africa, I had to remember how that struggle used to be and how people had to, go through and sacrifice so much just to get a little. So I really wanted to, be in a position where I felt like God put me in a position specifically to build Africa. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's been my calling. So all this traveling around the world, making all these contacts from, foreign billionaires to politicians to entertainers and athletes, all these networks, I just put it together, figured out what everybody's passion was and find out how it aligned with mine and created small partnerships in every area to make things move a lot quicker.
Let me tell you something about this dude. He's so much more than music. He has his own cryptocurrency, and his solar energy company provides energy for more than 600 million Africans. The fact that you're serving our people, man, that is huge.
It's been amazing because ever since we started, my energy company over there, the utility company's been doing really well. It's been scaling out really fast. So we're like, from the last time I spoke to media, we was in like 13 countries. Now we're almost in 32, So we cover a majority of Africa now, the leading solar providers in all the continent. And then, of course, the cryptocurrency, we literally just announced on my birthday, that we literally now official, we're going off the basic and on all the major, the platforms to be able to release it on, you better get available and be able to have that. Not only that, but we'll be the first currency officially being used in Kenya as the official money that the people will be using. So, nice. It's huge. The impact of that, people don't really know that, but Kenya is one of the leading money transferring and digital currency transactional hubs in the world.
Wow.
So, we came out with this thing called Pesa back in the early 2000s, which was the first official money transacting app that the world's used. Like that same blockchain, everything was built off that same technology. So it's a huge thing. And then as you know, we also launched my city, the announcement of the AKON city in Senegal that we're going to start construction in January.
Wow.
That's amazing, man.
Nice.
I got to tell you that I had a chance to meet you, not just recently with Rick, but I had met your wife. She had the salon over in Buckhead and was looking to do some things with that. Yeah, and I had met you there. How are your wives doing?
Wait, Sasha. You asked him how his wives, not his wife, but his wives?
I think, with them, it was really more so finding out what their passions was as well, too. Because in many ways, ultimately, if they're not busy, it just creates, havoc for you. But you also, as a man, as a provider, you got to be there to give them every tool that they need to be successful. Ultimately, otherwise it creates a problem within the family line. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody's successful at everything that they're doing.
How do you balance all of that, though, and keep that cool with everybody?
Oh, just do your part. I think every time you know, when you realize that there's a responsibility, you don't shy from it, you don't run from it. You handle your business, and you know how women are. I mean, as long as you're handling your business, you cool.
But I wouldn't want to share
you.
you. I wouldn't want to share you. So how does that work?
That's why you ain't there.
That's why you ain't there, right?
That's why you where you at, and that's why he driving around.
Well, I mean, it's certain information I feel like if known, things will be a lot better. Relationships will be a lot healthier. It's just when you talk and like words share, that whoever you're thinking about sharing becomes a property that you feel that you are sharing. And I think the moment someone becomes property to you, that selfish aspect of your mind and all mind, you honestly create that energy that creates nothing but negativity in any relationship.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because the world is made for us to move through it, strive through it, change. We're just naturally collaborative people. This is why, if you notice, people can feel a lot more comfortable when they're in crowds rather than when they're alone. So now when you attach that to a relationship, right? My relationship are all friends. Like these, my wives are like my best friends. Like it ain't even about the sex. If we never had sex ever again, it wouldn't matter. We'd be just that close.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? But also the women also understand the role of the man. And I think sometimes what gets mixed up in the Western world is that women compare themselves to be equal to men. And men don't compare themselves to be equal to women because we know clearly that women and men cannot be equal.
Right.
We can't. I would never, as a man, compare myself to a woman. There's no way that I can go 9 months carrying a baby, deliver it, and feel like I'll be equal to a woman. Impossible. A woman, first of all, physically, is mentally stronger than we are. Women are way more smarter than we are. Believe it or not, women they outnumber us 15-1 in the world. The only thing that we have over the woman, honestly, is the physical strength and the fact that we understand women more than women understand men.
And the physical strength is sometimes in debate.
Thank you for all the women that are out there listening. We appreciate hearing that from you, of how you value us, what you think of us, how you respect us. You know we multitask. You know we know how to get down. So thank you for that. I mean, we needed to hear. George, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to AKON.
Me and Rick be telling y'all this all the time.
AKON, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, George. George, let it go. Let it go, brother. Let it go, man.
George. Don't do that, George.
Give George some advice, AKON, please.
What's up, George? I'm telling you, man, listen, my advice to you, George, if you pay attention, you'll be surprised. And I guarantee you, because sometimes men, our biggest weapon is our ego. You know, that's our biggest weapon. Believe it or not, the biggest defense against ourselves is our ego. And sometimes, you know, ultimately, it's naturally there because we got that fight in us naturally because we're warriors by nature. So our ego is always going to play the role. But the biggest fight, honestly, is managing that ego. Once we can manage that, success is inevitable.
No doubt, bro.
Absolutely.
Okay. He got enough. He don't want no more.
AKON,
George, shut up. He's talking.
Right. Hey, AKON, leave us with a nugget, man. If we invest in what? If we invest in what, we'll be okay.
Listen, if you invest in your lady, I guarantee you're gonna be okay.
My man.
You know why?
There you go.
Yes.
There you go, y'all. It's AKON. Why you say that, AKON? Talk to us.
No, listen to me. Hear me out, though. At the end of the day, right, as a man, our responsibilities are so big because we're the ones to go to. We're the ones everyone turn on when things go bad. We're the ones that feel like we have to deliver. And at the end of the day, we're the ones that the world look upon to make things right. So we already got a million things to be dealing with.
That's right.
So now if you're trying to deal with all the responsibilities that come with you naturally, and then you want to take on whatever that future business or that future dream is by yourself, you ain't going to make it. One thing I do know is your woman got more time than you got to think because she does that naturally, right?
Right.
She can help you with the strategy.
Right.
She can help you with the execution.
Yeah.
She can help you with delivering. But the problem is, as men, we get so beside ourselves to the point where we utilize our women in such the wrong way. And then, more than anything, and I hate to say it out loud because I know we be putting a lot of niggas under the bus, a lot of reasons why we don't use our women is because we're afraid that our woman's gonna bump into another woman that we messing with. So we don't ever put them. But it's real. It's real. So even though she has everything it takes to help you get there, you like, man, yeah, but if she meet Lakeisha, man, it's gonna be a problem. I don't know if I do that.
That's right.
So, no, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So it goes right back to the honesty again. And if she asks you questions because she already know the answer to it. So you might as well keep it all the way real, because at that moment, it's a test to you to see how much you respect her enough to tell her the truth. So if you just keep it all the way true all the time, she will not only allow you to be who you are and accept you for who you are, but you can grow prosperously with her, because the honesty will allow you to do what you want to do and still be able to thrive with her as long as she knows she come first.
My man.
So invest in your woman, man.
That is, y'all. AKON.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
All right, hey, listen, when this COVID-19 is over, man, we got to have you in the studio, all right?
Bro. I would love to.
Love, bro. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
You got it, brother.
Thank you, man. All right, peace.